Lying about who you are takes up a lot of energy. It takes up a lot of energy to remember lies, to make up stories, and really just to suppress and repress those feelings where you just want to let them out, you just want to be accepted. It takes so much energy for me to come up with stories. Like when I was in college and I went out at 2 a.m. and I was hooking up with a dude, I'd have to tell my roommate, they're like, "What are you doing, Alex?" And I was like, "I'm going to hook up." And they're just like, "Good for you. Like, with who?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I have to go. Can't talk about it." Or one time I met my friend and we hooked up quite a bit. We were friends with benefits. And we usually had fun when my roommates weren't home. But one time my heart sank when I heard them in the living room and they came home early. And I had to explain, this is my friend Cam. We just came out of my room, my bedroom. Our bedrooms are pretty small. There's not much to do in our bedrooms. And he asked, "Oh, how'd you meet?" And I was like, "A bar." And I lied because we met on Grindr. And it takes up so much energy to lie. It takes up so much energy to lie. And I understand sexuality, it's like a small part of you, but it's still a part of you. People are going to ask about it. People are curious. People, you can ask someone like, "Hey, who have you been seeing? Are you dating anyone?" And they're going to know. They're going to know. And that's something I really wanted to talk about is people know I'm gay. People knew I was gay before I knew I was gay. People could look at my eyes, people could look at my hair, people could look at my face, people could listen to my voice, people could look at my mannerisms, people could look at my preferences, what I liked, what I didn't like. I was never the biggest football fan. I was not really into sports, maybe tennis. I really wasn't into a lot of things my friends were into. And occasionally I like matcha. Occasionally I like acai. I like smoothies. I think they're fun. I think they're healthy. I think they're delicious. I'm not, people knew before I knew. And just trying to lie about it, trying to act like I'm someone who I'm not, it takes up a lot of energy because people, they're just living their normal lives. And then I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm trying to put on a persona or an act. And acting is a really difficult job. I don't know how many of you guys have ever made auditions and then watched them back or have booked roles, but it's a really hard job. Some people say acting is one of the most difficult jobs. And I don't mean bad acting. I mean acting where people just can't tell. And I had to put up that act for so many years in so many different settings, in so many different places for so much time, and it took up so much energy. I'm 25 and I have been so just mentally not great. I don't want to say the word on YouTube because I think YouTube doesn't like that word, but I would wake up after sleeping 9 or 10 hours and I'm still exhausted, dude. I'm still exhausted because I have to put up with a whole nother day of lying about who I am and trying to suppress a part of me that just wants to just be me, And it takes up so much energy. It takes up so much energy. It takes up so much thought process. And you have to, throw in little white lies and say things that you don't really want to say. And you have to keep up with those white lies. And it's just so much stress, dude, because you always feel like someone's gonna catch on, or they already caught on, but you have to keep playing with it. They know, but you have to keep playing with it. Oh, dude, I'm really tired of hiding my sexuality. I'm really tired of hiding my sexuality, and I don't hide it. I don't hide it except for like just the smallest group of people, and that's like my family, the ones that I talk the most with. And I know they know, but like, dude, I just know it's gonna be an awkward conversation. But this video is about, it takes up so much energy, dude. And then people wonder why gay people are so sad all the time, or they're just not mentally great for the most part. It's because they have to put up with a normal life, and then every other little bit of that life they have to throw in those white lies. They have to protect themselves. I was just learning about something that happened in Germany 100 years ago that you can't talk about on YouTube. And there were people that obviously were victimized, but then there was also a good percentage of people that they victimized because they were gay, because they had same-sex relationships. And I know that I am so blessed to be in the United States of America. But there are so many parts of the world that you can't do that in. And it happened just for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they put laws out and they try to take away the laws. So it's like you have that protective instinct deep inside you. And I know that I shouldn't have to worry about any of that, dude. I'm 25. I didn't go through all that happened so much time ago, but it's like, it's just in the culture, it's just like innate. And you just see all those bad things about it, and it's like, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about why I feel like I've been sleeping 8, 9, 10 hours a day. I wake up, I'm exhausted. I eat dinner early. I eat gluten-free paleo diet. I drink lots of reverse osmosis water. I don't even have like anything crazy. I used to have all these kind of smoothies with like supplements, and I'm just taking the basic supplements now. I eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. I go out, I exercise, I walk my dog. We're going to the beach tomorrow, and I'm still exhausted. And it finally hit me. I've been taking up so much time, so much energy into faking who I am, into keeping up with the lies I tell myself and I tell other people, and all that energy because I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous, especially living in the South now. I'm so nervous just to like be myself. Dude, I hope someone that was listening needed to hear this, because you're not the only person going through this. I'm going through this. I know lots of other people who are going through this. We just don't talk about it. We just don't talk about